So yes, so I was saying before, now that I finished with scraping my fish and taking off all the scale, when I'm finished scraping my fish and I take off all the scale from it, you can see clean, no scales. This is the monster fish that I had to just cut it into pieces. Sometimes I mix it. Sometimes I would mix it with a little bit of lime juice, and then also with the vinegar. But I don't know. I guess there's no vinegar in this kitchen. Because there's no lime juice in this kitchen. So I gotta go downstairs, which I do not have the strength right now to go downstairs into the other kitchen to get lime juice. So I'm just going to use this. Wash it. Take away the scent from off it. Boom, 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 boom. This is just a easy way that doing it. Just an easy way, easy Sunday evening cooking. I really did not plan to do a video, but I say, why not just do a little bit of video. So sometimes we have to learn to compromise, right? This is my Jamaican Grace all-purpose seasoning, right? It's my all-purpose seasoning that I'm gonna use to season my fish. I like my fish highly flavored. I like when I season my fish, I feel the season all through the creases and places like this. So I oftentimes tip a little season down in the cut where I cut the fish and into the middle right here. You can see I like to season my fish in and out, so when it's cooked, you can taste it all over. So I'm just dicing it right now with this all-purpose seasoning. And like I said, I was not planning to make a video, else I would probably go out and get, you know, some more seasoning product. But I'm just gonna compromise today and show you that sometimes you may not have everything that you want, but you can compromise and use everything that you have with you currently. You know, this is a fajita seasoning. So this is like a fish seasoning too. See, it's like a fish seasoning. You can use it. You know, like I said, I'm compromising. They often use this thing to make, they put it on taco and all type of stuff. So it ain't nothing wrong with it. It's the same seasoning. Even the fish seasoning is the same seasoning. You just get different flavors from them when you use them. So, like I said, I like my food highly flavored and highly seasoned. As you can see the seasoning all over it. And this another all-purpose seasoning. You can't beat this one, I'm telling you. This is old school. This Gaia, you can't beat it. You can't beat nothing in Gaia. Anyway. and this one, not last but not least, I don't know, but I always use this jerk seasoning in everything that I do. Everything. Every time I cook, doesn't matter what I am cooking, I always use this jerk seasoning. You know why? Because it's hot and it's spicy, so I always use it whenever I am cooking, all the time. You can't beat nothing in it. So don't judge me right now, because this fish is going to be very, oh, I can't put too much. You know why? I have to just do a little bit. I forgot I'm not cooking for myself only. And I have my 2 daughters here with me. Actually, my 3 daughters. 1 6 years old, 1 11 years old. My Obe sauce seasoning. Sometimes I put it on it, you know, like after I'm finished. I just dip a little bit because I really like to use Obe sauce seasoning. You know how it go. You might say that, oh, I'm using too much seasoning. No, I'm not using too much seasoning. Because at the end of the day, you know, if I cook and it doesn't taste right, you know, it's gonna laugh at me and said, oh, I thought he could have cooked, but he can cook. Or, you know, so that's just some of the seasoning that I am using right now. You can't beat it. Trust me, you can't. So as you can see, I got my big old Dutchie. Bam! In your face. Bam! In your face. No? I get ready to get my fish on the fire. Pour a little bit of oil. Just enough so you know that, you know, you're gonna need. Just enough that you know that you're gonna need. Let's pour enough oil in my pot, and you know what? Sometimes it's good. So switch, but this one was not gassing up the way that I wanted to. There you go, 1, 2, 3. So got my pot on the fire ready. It's simple logic, you know. Simple logic. All you gotta do is use, you know, what God gave to you. Compromise. You know, everything may not seem shandy dandy all the time, but you know you can survive if you know how to. So I'm cooking white rice today. Let me see here. So I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a pot to cook this rice in. So yeah, this is my pot I'm gonna use to cook this rice. So I'm gonna get it filled with water. So wash it. So meantime, this pot is getting hot. I am letting the oil get to a certain temperature before I can start putting my fish in my pot. Of course, you do not want to put the fish in the pot while the oil is still cold. So you want to make sure that your oil is very hot, so that when you put your fish in it, your fish doesn't break or shatters in pieces. So let this stay right here, and this one right here. Crank this. Crank this one up. Good. Gas reach it quickly. So put all of these out of the reach of the fire. And I had my pot with water, hot water. Gonna leave it right there and let it boil for a little bit. I need to get my salt and put in my boiling water for my rice. Just enough salt that I know is gonna, you know, keep it. And I put a little bit more. Remember now, you do not want to salt your rice. And when your rice is cooking, you do not want to use spoon. You want to make sure you use a fork, because you're not making porridge. You know, you ever had rice porridge before? You use your spoon, your rice might turn out into a porridge. So let that sink in right there. Bang, bang, bang. I'll just give this pot a little more time to simmer up to the right temperature, where the oil's almost boiling. You know that it is hot. It is ready to go. You know, it's just hot. It's ready to go. This is my big old 2-teeth, two sprung fork that I'm gonna use. This is gonna be a blessing to me today. So This fish is just simple fry fish that I'm making today. Simple fry fish. No, nothing fancy. Just, simple dinner. Because sometimes you just gotta go the simple way. But I believe my oil is hot to the point now where I can start to put my fish in the pot. So it's my first piece. See that? So I'm thinking that I should cut these fish. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe they're too big. I'm thinking I should cut them like another time. Why not? Yeah. So I'm just gonna cut them another time so that I do not have to break them when I'm finished frying them. I'm just gonna cut them another time. Try to take some of the seasoning off this side. Yeah, just cut it another time so that I don't break it. Yeah, I was not even thinking about it that time when I was seasoning it. Else I would have done it. But good thing come to remembrance. Quickly. Good thing come to remembrance quickly. So I'm glad that I remember. I can start smelling it. Feel like I can already take that piece out and ready to eat. One more. One heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Let them all pass all their dirty remarks. One love. There is some question I really like to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner? All mankind just to save his soul. Believe me, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright, as it was in the beginning, so it will be in the end. Alright. So now I got my fish on the fire. I got my water boiling. I am just gonna wipe down this place in the meantime. Wipe it down. You know, I like to cook and clean at the same time. Wipe it down. So that's where you go. So now I got my rice here. Simple white rice and steamed fish today. Nothing fancy, nothing fussy. Gotta wash your rice. Make sure your rice is clean. Make sure your rice is clean. Wash your rice when you cook. So I like to turn back around my camera because as you can see, my rice, my water is boiling up, and that's the best part of the cooking. You know, the water start boiling and everything. You know you are on somewhere. And as for me, I like to use garlic in everything, like I said before. Chop a peg of garlic in my hot water. Then drop a couple pieces of onion scallion in my rice water also. And because of everybody in the house do not eat like butter in the rice, so I gotta use tip a little bit of oil in the water instead of butter, because not everybody wants butter in their rice. Like us, for me now, when I finish cooking, I can take a piece of butter and put it in mine. So you know where we go. I got my rice here ready. Ooh, it's hot. Got my rice ready to throw in. I'm not a left-handed person, I'm a right hand, so I gotta use my hand that I am actively using. now I got my rice. Now I got my rice in my pot. Yep, got my rice in my pot. I feel like I'm going somewhere. Stir it up a little bit. I drop my pepper in it. Woo. And voila, ready to go. Close it up. Leave it there. Let it simmer. Let it simmer for a little bit. Then now I gotta go over there and check on my fish. Make sure that my fish not getting burned. They're just brown enough, just to the way that I want them to get brown. I'm satisfied with the colors of my fish. Now that they're brown enough, boom, voila. I like my fish with a little bit of brown, burnish color in it. You can see all of my fish, they brown enough, just the way that I want them. Just the way that I like it. So, a lot of people do not eat fish head. I don't know why, but I do. I eat fish head. You know, a lot of people don't eat fish head. If you eat the fish belly and the fish tail, why can't you eat the head also? So now that I have my rice here, my fish is frying, few pieces already done. With what left out of this, you can see it's thick and it's ready. I'm gonna use it to make sauce. So I get my little Dutchie, my little Dutch pot. I get my little Dutch pot and I'm gonna put it right here on this part of the stove, right? Crank it up a little bit. And that's what I'm gonna use to make my sauce. So I have my onion and all type of stuff here that I'm gonna put on it. I'm not making an escovite fish, so don't worry. So the oil is burning. Oil is burning with my tomato and my onion and peppers and everything. Oil is burning. I'm letting it simmer. Simmer down, you live in your heart, so simmer down. Simmer, simmer, simmer down. Chicken Mary, hot and air. Clean as you go. So you don't have a lot of work to do. I'm just telling you to let you know that this food is gonna be so good that I am gonna eat so much food today, because for the next I would say six or so days, for the next 7 days I am gonna be at home, take 1 week vacation from work, and I'm excited. So my onion is ready. Pour my little bit of sauce seasoning on it. And as I pour my little bit of sauce seasoning to make my sauce, keep it there, let it simmer down for a little bit. Turn these fishes around. Look at my rice bubbling. Want to make sure you turn that down too. Don't want to burn. Don't want to burn anything. So as you can see, I'm almost clear with my rice here. My frying pan making my sauce. My fish getting to the final touch of it, and 3-piece that's already fried. So you can't beat this. This is like better than go out there to buy, 1, 2, 3, 4 food, 5 food. That's like $100. Simple meal you can make at your house.